With Johnny from Sky Sports News.
Oliver, how are you doing? You okay?
Hi, thanks. Yeah.
Good, good. How's the team looking after Saturday, fitness-wise?
Oh, good. Of course, always after winning, everybody mood is good and everybody's feeling well and players are fit with no injuries and so yeah, all good.
Good stuff. Adam Wharton got a few minutes on Saturday. Is he close to maybe getting more minutes, maybe even a start?
Yes, of course. Yeah, we have to think about what's best for the Aston Villa game, yeah, how they play, the finding the perfect fit, and also maybe some players are a little bit fatigued, and find the right mix, the right players, but with almost 1.5 days more to take final decisions, but Adam, yeah, is doing well, he's fine, and yeah, it's possible that he starts the game.
Good stuff. A record 4 away wins in a row, also 4 clean sheets. What do you put that down to, Oliver?
Of course, great results, and I also think every single win was deserved. So not that we were lucky at all. So players did really well, very compact, very disciplined, great commitment, and yeah, then we got the results, and now yeah, we want to do it again and focus on our performance, not focus on the results, or focus on our performance, because we know exactly how Villa is playing, because they always play the same style. Big credit to the manager, Eberechi. Yeah, clear structure in and out of possession, and very threatening with the set pieces. So they also scored the game winner against Chelsea after a corner, and yeah, will be a great challenge for us, and therefore it's helpful that we enter this game with a win at Fulham.
You also have the joint highest clean sheets in the league along with Liverpool. You play 3 at the back. Manchester United have been getting a lot of questions about their system for playing 3 at the back. It's obviously working for you. What do you think the key is to making it work, 3 at the back?
You can play 3 at the back, you can play 5 at the back. Let's say like Fulham defended against us. We had to drop into a back 5 when they were out of possession, and then sometimes you play a back 4 and then you push your full backs high, and one of the 6 drops between the centre backs. Then you build up with the 3. So I think it's never about the system. So it's what you do on the pitch, how the patterns are, how the players are moving between the lines, making runs in behind, how you want to play, and it's never about the system. So for us it works. Yeah, we have especially on the right side a very attacking wing back. Yeah, I think it fits to the players we have, but at the end, I think it's you can play with a back 3 and be very vulnerable. You can play with a back 4 and be very vulnerable, and it can be the opposite. So you said Liverpool had many clean sheets. They play with a back 4, yeah, and we play with a back 3, back 5. So I think that's not the reason.
Yeah. You've just marked your 1-year sort of anniversary at the club. When you came in, you obviously had a fantastic run at the end of last season. Do you feel you're set to have another? Can we have that run again at the end of this one?
I don't know. So I don't know if we can win 6 of 7, but I don't really care about it. So I think overall we had a difficult start into the season, but again, and I mention it quite often, and since we took our first lead against Tottenham, it was in the 9th round. Now we have 26. So in 17 games, I think we are 5th or something in the league table. So, and that's not just a short run, it's a mid-term run, and everything looks quite stable. The players are doing well, players are fit, we have a great spirit within the group, and then we will see. Yeah, but I never think about what we can do in the next 8 games. I just think what's important for Aston Villa, and then 4 days later we have the Millwall game in the FA Cup. So it just makes no sense always. We are looking too far into the future, so really focus on the present, and this is what we are doing.
I say the next game is Aston Villa. It's at home. You've had the great away run. I'm still looking for that first home win in 2025. Why do you think that sort of is? Has it not transferred the away form into the home form so far?
Then we would lead the league table, I think. Yeah, if we also win every game at home, it's the Premier League. Yeah? You can win, you can lose. Every game is then decided by 1, 2, 3 decisions or opportunities you take. And even when we talk about Villa against Chelsea, I think in the 75th minute, Cole Palmer is one against Martinez. If he scores, they take the lead, and at the end they lose. So every single game is so tight. And again, I think we have to shift our focus from winning to the performance. What we have to do against Villa, this will be important because it's a great team. Yeah. Having new players coming in winter, all internationals, with Rashford, with Asensio, with Daniel Malen, with Garcia, so high quality team, and even with all the players they had. You know, they're struggling a little bit with injuries, especially in their defense, but they're always able to score a goal. They are challenging for the Champions League positions again. They are in the round of the last 16 in the Champions League, qualified directly. So it's a team with huge quality, with clear structure of playing. And then it's important what we want to do in and out of possession. We already showed, we played them twice this year. We showed that we can, let's say, we have skills that's also tough to play against us, that we also have skills that where we can score against Villa, where we can create chances, and then it's to show it again, and then it doesn't matter if it's at Villa Park or if it's at Selhurst Park, so it's just to show it, and I'm pretty sure the players will give their best to show it tomorrow, and then let's see how the result is.
I just found, you mentioned there you played them twice before, one drawn, one, but as you mentioned, they have signed a lot of new players. Are you expecting a completely different Villa, not too different? What are you expecting from Villa this time around?
No, not different.
Not
completely
different.
the same structure. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's just they played. Let's say last time they played Bailey wide on the right wing, shifted in McKinn in the 10 and Digne high. Whereas when Rashford is playing, we do it from the opposite side. It's Garcia is high, Rashford stays wide, and Digne is more in the build-up, or if it's Madsen. But the structure is pretty clear, and also what they try to do against us when we press them with 3. So their defensive shape is a 4-4-2, always the same, from a very compact midfield block. Great in transitions, with Ollie Watkins, a player is always looking for the runs in behind, for the gaps with Rodgers, of course, then depending who is playing. So we have to be very careful in our possession and not giving them the ball too easily, because then it goes really very quick into into the other direction, and it's the same out of possession. It's a team that plays usually with 7, 8 players in the middle of the pitch. Try to find the players in the pocket, and then making pressure on your defense. And they have all the players who can do this, even with passing, with Tielemans. McKinn played the double 6 last time. Let's see who will start tomorrow. Then with Asensio, with Rodgers, McKinn when he's playing higher. All players really very clever and smart for finding the space, and then again there was a lot of pace either from the wing or as a striker. So again, clear structure. Just different names, a little bit different profiles of the individual players, but still a very, very good team.
Yeah. Thanks, Oliver.
Thank you. Sam from PLP.
Oliver, good to see you. Could I just go back to Saturday and ask about some insight into maybe the mood during the journey back from the game? What is that like? A perfect away performance against, one of your inner city rivals, if you like. What was the mood like then, and what is it like now? Sun obviously shining at the training ground, and have you had much of a chance to enjoy it, or is it all eyes on the next
No, not
one?
really. So first of all, everybody went home separately from Craven Cottage, because for the players it's closer to leave straight from the stadium than going back to the training ground here and then going back. So everybody left on his own. We met on Sunday morning. Yeah, mood was great, but players were really tired because they invested a lot. It was tough work. Yeah, and we started to analyze. And today, again, I think we're 30 minutes on the pitch. I always don't call this training, it's just a little bit of activation, and the real training happened in the meeting room. Yeah. It was a little bit longer, like always, when we have 2 games in 3 days, maybe 30 minutes video, yeah, and then combining Aston Villa, how they play, what it needs for us to be competitive, and also showing them clips from the Fulham game that will fit together. Yeah, and we found many good clips what we could show the players, and then it's up to us, yeah, to show it again.
Performances like that must be a real reminder to you that you are building something potentially very exciting here. Is that how you feel? I know you won't want to look ahead too much to next season, but there's a lot to be really optimistic about, I think, isn't there?
Oh yes, absolutely. So, and again, it was from the first day. I was optimistic. So I always try to be optimistic as a person, and I just can repeat it. You know, if we have such a great group of players, and it changed, yeah, in the summer, but we're always looking for great characters, and everybody is a great character. Everybody is a team player, and is working really hard to get good results and in improving our performance, and then we all get the reward, and this is how we will continue working, but we know, and this is football, you always have to prove yourself every Thursday, every weekend, and this is what we demand from us, from ourselves, and yeah, so 2 more games this week, then there will be 1-2 days to rest, and then we keep going.
We talked a bit about nerves at home in the last pre-match press conference. Do you think the level of those nerves goes down slightly every time your team wins, no matter whether it's winning at home or away? Because with that, the confidence builds, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't nothing to do with confidence. So the players always have confidence, I think, at home, but it's more the pressure they feel that we have to win at home. Yeah, and this is. I remember, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. When I arrived 1 year ago, it was always conceding late goals. It was, they are not fit. And I said, no, I don't want to talk always about it. And it's up to us to change it. Yeah? And we have to work on it. And this is what we hear is the same. And I think the more you focus on the result, the more you lose your focus on what it needs to get a good result. And this is what we were talking, and this is what we are working on. And again, it's the next chance for us to see how it works. But also, it's Aston Villa. It's a team playing in the round of the last 16 in the Champions League, a high-quality team with different goals than Crystal Palace. And then it's always, I think we need to perform on our best level, being very efficient. Then we have a chance to win. And let's say if we maybe just can show 90% of our level, and they play on their top level, we will lose. So, and then it doesn't matter if it's an away game or a home game.
Unless I'm mistaken, the last midweek league game at home in the evening, of course, was Manchester United, 4-0, going back some time ago. What was, not looking back on your memories on that, but just your overall thoughts on those midweek games at home? What are they like to play in? Do you enjoy them yourself?
I enjoy every game if we win, especially if we have good performances. And I don't really care if it's a midweek game, it's a weekend game. It's we have Saturday 3 o'clock. Now we have, when is it tomorrow? 7:30. So I don't even know the time. If it's 7:30, 7:45, at 7:30. Then on Saturday we have 12:15. So and we have to be ready. Either it's noon, it's afternoon, or if it's evening. So I know the players can do it, so I don't really care about it.
Just a word on Unai Emery as well, the job that he continues to do for Aston Villa.
Mentioned it before. Great manager everywhere where he managed. You could see how he wants to play, and he was quite successful. And he's doing it again with Villa. And I think they maybe expected a little bit more. I think it's not. They are not really happy being. I think now they're 7th or 8th or something. So I think they are expecting from themselves playing for the Champions League positions again, but they are within the race. And for them, it will be important, of course, to win at Selhurst, to reduce the gap to these teams above them. But for us, it's in the same importance to get points, and because we want to climb the table as well. But he's great manager, great structure, and let's see.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, thank you. That's the end of the broadcast section.